Episode number 14, Hawthorne Springs. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Hawthorne Springs City Skylines series from yours truly, Design Candy. Today's episode, we're continuing down in the Old Town downtown district. This is the older district for our downtown, and one of the points of emphasis is this stadium build, kind of similar to what's on screen now of San Diego Stadium. Just an urban downtown stadium, baseball stadium. And then, as you can see on the screen now for the blueprint, just outside retail, dining. We're trying to complete the big skyline. That is the goal. And then in the new episodes coming out in the future episodes, we will continue out and start building some of the suburbs. But that's the goal today. Some future plans behind the baseball diamond. I'm thinking about doing some sort of train and transportation, and then a lot of parking behind there. So stay tuned for episodes in the future, specifically if you're binge watching. I love all you binge watchers. I love getting comments like way in the future. It makes my heart happy. So welcome all of the newcomers. Welcome all of the binge watchers. A lot of fun things are happening in Design Candy land. Big shout out to all the hashtag Candy fam members. Big shout out to all the Discord people, all the people in Discord. They're watching this a day early. As always, I always upload at least a day early. So big shout out to you guys. So cool things that happened. I did a collaboration build, guest build with the YouTuber Prez, Cities Skylines YouTuber, video creator. I don't really like calling people YouTubers because they might do other things on other platforms. So Prez is a City Skylines video creator, one of the elite video creators and city builders in the City Skylines ecosystem and community. So I graciously was afforded the opportunity to guest build in Columbia City. I built a mall in Columbia City. It turned out awesome. That episode is on the channel. I also will do one of those little eye things that come across the screen. So go check that build out if you are interested. But big shout out to everybody that's new because of that build. Welcome. This is Hawthorne Springs, a downtown metropolitan, I guess that's the word. A big city. That is the goal. So I want to know, do you play City Skylines? If you do, drop a comment down below in the comment section. Let me know what you guys play, what the name of your city is. I would love to know that. What kind of build is it? Is it with mods? Is it not? Can your computer handle it? Do you play with all your friends? Also, post in our Discord, join our Discord. We have a lot of new people in there. I'm gonna start doing a lot more of the Discord. I've been kind of taking a break and I'm back on the saddle. So check out the Discord and post your community screenshots. Also, we have a Hangout channel where I just pop in at least once a week and just say what's up. We have a few discussions, but I want to answer some questions from that mall episode just because it's the most recent episode that I'm recording after the fact. So I would love to answer you guys' questions and concerns, comments from that episode of Columbia City, just because we're not going to have another episode of Columbia City in the future. So, I mean, one day that'd be cool if he ever opens that back up. But for now, let's answer some of the questions. The first one is from Z Kittles the Bandit. They say, my city, Portland, Oregon, has a very nice example of an old town district. You should take a look. Thank you so much. And I think actually that was from, let's go over the questions from our last episode of Hawthorne Springs. So sorry. But that was from the last episode of Hawthorne Springs. Thank you so much, man. Portland, Oregon. Oh, awesome. And I will take a look. There's a lot of inspiration that I can take from Portland, Oregon, for sure. This one specifically, I don't really have a, I mean, obviously you guys seen the blueprints in the beginning of the episode, but I'm not basing this part around anything in particular. So I'm kind of going off the top of the head here. So, but thank you so much, Z Kittles. Next one, we're going to roll through these because I have a lot of comments for you guys. So next one's from Ping Yao. Ping Yao says, congrats on 7K from someone that just has 70. City looks sweet. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. I appreciate the love. some advice for you is just to keep going. YouTube's all about the upload. So there's a lot of advice that goes on how to like build a YouTube channel. I'm going to tell you right now, the best way to build a YouTube channel is having content. Even if your content's not that great, the more content you put out, the more chances people have to see it. So upload, 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 and upload. Next one's from Mike. Mike says, Mike says, will Hawthorne Springs ever get a Lowe's, Target, Walmart, Home Depot, or a Costco? Yeah, that's a great question, Mike. That's a really good question. So yes, long answer. Short answer, not immediately. The trajectory for Hawthorne Springs, there's 4 main things that we have to do, and they're not going to be in any particular order. So number 1, we need to finish the downtown area. And what I mean is there's an area on the other side of the main area that we built now. So if you go back to the mall district where we built that outdoor mall and that main mall street, the other side of that needs to be completed. So completely opposite side of what we're doing now. And that will be like the newer downtown. Right now we're doing the old downtown. So we're going to work towards that. That will be the newer downtown. So that needs to be done. Also, we need to dial in the transportation networks and districts for this city. You'll see an old town tram line that will be, the story of that will be it's an existing tram line that was never removed, and it's still operational and functional. And so that's kind of cool. Check out the ending and the screenshots, and it's coming up here in a few minutes, and you can see that build. But so we have to do transportation. We're going to do a Union Station, a Central Station, all of that fun stuff to go on the map. And in the city, we need big time transportation needs. There's so much traffic that I don't show you guys. I'm constantly adding more lanes to the highway. It's just like crazy transportation type deals. So we got to dial that in. And then we need to do a university build. That's coming. It's going to be downtown, on the outskirts of downtown. And then we need to build housing like a normal downtown residential district. So all of that has to happen before I build like suburban, your Costco's, your Walmart's, all that fun stuff. But I know that was a long-winded response, but that is a response, Z Kittles, to what you're asking. So yes, long and short answer is yes, we eventually will have those big box retail stores. So thank you so much, Mike, sorry, I said Z Kittle. Thank you, Mike, for those, for that question. Last but not least, from last episode, from Stacy Highland. Stacy says, can you make an asset collection for Cranberry County, please? I love those houses. Oh boy. I will give you guys this. Within the next week, I will attempt, and I can't promise, but I will attempt to make asset collections for both Cranberry County and Hawthorne Springs. I will try. I definitely will try. Hold me to it in the next video, but I will try. The issue is it's really hard. It's tricky. I have to hand select every single asset one by one, and I legitimately have over, I think it's 10,000 assets now loaded into Cranberry County. Not as much for Hawthorne Springs, but at least for Cranberry County. I loaded it up the other day. Screenshots on Discord, big plug. But I loaded it up the other day, and it's a lot. So sorry. I will attempt to create an asset collection. I wish other people can do it for me. I would literally pay for somebody to do it for me. So I wish that could happen, but it's all on me. Okay, so let's go over to Prez's video in the comments. Not Prez's video, but Columbia City, my episode of Columbia City, and answer some of those questions. Again, check that video out if you haven't. One of the questions was from Learn. Learn is an OG hashtag candy fammer for life. Learn says, congrats on the collab. And then he showed some love with the hashtag candy fam. Thank you so much, Learn. It was super fun build. It was awesome. And thank you for hopping over there and watching. Really appreciate it. Next comment from that episode was from What a Whiff. What a Whiff. That's a cool name. I like that name, especially as a YouTube channel. You should make one. That's cool. What a Whiff says, yes, the struggles of trying to include the most meaningful footage of a 20+ hour build. Love the build. Gives me some ideas. Awesome. Thank you. Ideas. I can't say it. Awesome. Thank you so much. What a Whiff. I love that name. Yeah, 20+ hour build. Probably more. a lot more. That build was crazy just because I wanted to be perfect and add in extra details. There's so many things that I wanted to do. If I look at it now, I go back and I'm like, just a lot more PO customization, maybe like a park, and I probably would have did some custom sign assets. So man, I mean, it was fun though. It turned out great, turned out awesome. I'm gonna do a mall build in Cranberry County at some point, so we'll perfect that. Maybe it's the same Skylines Mall like franchise location and a continuation off of that episode. So I think that would be kind of cool. Like there's 2 locations in 2 totally different cities and it's similar malls. That would be actually really cool. I actually might work on that and maybe change the outside portion. That's a good idea. I like that. I like that. Next question comes from Deuce Biggs. Deuce says, hey man, I'm trying to start my YouTube channel. Awesome. And also start putting out videos of the city I'm building. What are you using to edit your videos? And also, do you have any tips you could give me so I make my city great like yours? Thank you so much, Deuce Biggs. I use to edit my videos, I use Premiere, but Premiere is just an editing software. Get one that you're comfortable with, download a bunch of trials and see which one you like. I like Premiere. I'm in the ecosystem of Photoshop and I am a designer by trade. That's what I do for real life work. I design things, hence my name Design Candy. So I already use Photoshop. I love Photoshop, so naturally Premiere was a given for me. But I know a lot of people use DaVinci Resolve. That's another one. And most people use Final Cut. So if you have a Mac, Final Cut's a really good choice. And then DaVinci Resolve is another good choice. So those are what I use. Any tips I can give to make my city great like yours? Detail and focus. Details, details, details. One of the things that plagues me that I'm learning and overcoming from is I'm a optimistic, optimize time type guy. I don't have a ton of time to do a lot of things because I do so many things, multiple YouTube channels, running companies, working for people in real life. So for y'all, especially if you're like in school, if you, you know, obviously summer's about to be over, but if you have any breaks or free time, just focusing on timing and putting out some decent builds, really focusing on detailing, small spaces. Again, even this build now is too big. That's why it took forever. This probably took 30, 40 hours to build, right? And my main emphasis was only the baseball diamond, but what came out of it is this whole Old Town district and trying to get this district done. So I could have just released like parts of this build, but I love the game so much. I just keep playing it and I just detail and detail and detail. So yeah, just details, focus on details, focus on camera angles, focus on recording quality, all the things that go into making decent YouTube videos, but make sure your builds are good. Thank you guys so much for those questions. We're going to hop over to live perspective, but on the screen right now, this is the tram line, the old school tram line that's still existing in the Old Town district. So we're going to take a better look at it from the ground perspective, but I did want to include this and reference that. So to the left is going to be a nice park. That's going to be next episode. I have like a custom skate park. It's going to be dope. You guys got to make sure you watch next episode. All right, live portion here. You can see the cool view of that tram line. Oh, old school district. Gotta love it. Got the construction to the right. It just looks awesome. Got people walking. Man, oh man. Water tower in the distance. It looks like it's floating, but I think it's proper. I'm kind of nervous now looking at that. I'm like, is that proper? But just check out the views. The views. I don't like to talk a lot moving forward over the views. Just reference some things, but man, oh man. Cool views. I like those Memphis assets. Big shout out King Leno. If you play this game, go to the asset workshop and download his stuff. Talented asset creators. There's other talented asset creators, but King Leno is one of the talented ones. All right, next one. This is the perspective up. So you can see the construction, and this is on top of the hill looking down that street that we were just at. I am looking to build a park on this side. I wanted to fill it with buildings, but we're probably going to build a park. So in front of us, probably like 100 feet, it dips down to that old town where we're just looking. And yeah, this will be a park, skate park, trying to build like waterfalls and water features. custom bridges to come all across the other surrounding areas of the city, since it's kind of down in a ravine. It just looks awesome, man. All right, next one is a view at night from kind of inner in that perspective of the city. Again, the water towers are floating. We're gonna fix that, but I point out all my flaws so you guys don't in the comments. But again, down to the ground, you don't really see the perspective, but this looks awesome at night. There goes that old school tram. So thank you so much for watching the latest episode. If all you binge watchers, the next episode's up. All you first time viewers, thank you so much. Subscribe if you like what you're seeing, and all of you #Candy Fam members, I'll see you next week for the latest episode. Next episode we'll be dialing in the park, but Cranberry County should be up very, very soon. Then Hill Valley is back. That's our Sunset Harbor series. So thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.